Alright guys, long time no see. Here we go. We're picking up exactly where we left off. We ended on wave 49, we had just finished it. And we're gonna hop worlds really quick and begin wave 50. And from now on, we're gonna start seeing majors and rangers in all of the waves. So, here we go. Let's hop worlds and see what we can do. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, we're going to pray mage, and this time we're going to use our tank gear. And the tank gear is in case the ranger sees us. It's just in case the ranger sees us. So here, kill him really quick. What's he doing alive? Alright, so we will be beginning all of these waves with Pray Mage on. From wave 50 onward, we're going to be praying Mage at the beginning of every single wave. And if we're worried about the Ranger, we can start the wave in our tank gear. This is why we brought the tank gear. It's for these waves from 50 onward. And it's just to be safe. It's just so if we're going to be tanking, we're not going to worry about fancy prayer flicking. We might tank a ranger hit, but get this, if we're praying mage and the blobs are hitting us, they're also hitting us with range. So this is the perfect time for us to be wearing tank gear. And we can definitely, 100%, no doubt about it, we can, barrage. We can hit those nibblers in our tank gear. So we're low on prayer, and like I said, I like to use those double Fally shield charges right around wave 50 or before. I like to use them right around wave 50, so we're perfect. We're right on pace. That's our second, did it work? Yeah, we got our prayer back. That was our second Fally shield charge, and we're ready to finish the Inferno. Ready to make it all the way to the end. We have plenty of supplies. Right, so we talked in our last video, we can be lazy flicking these guys when they stand all the way up. Is when we turn our prayer on. So when he stands up, boom, turn that prayer on. Boom. Right? Put our barrage gear on, put our tank gear on. We're going to pray mage, and there we go. Major can't see us, so we'll pray range. Alright, because that major was kind of safe spotted back here right off the bat, we just switched to pray range. No big deal. If the major can't see us and we're kind of steady, we're stable, switch prayer. Especially in a situation like this. Don't always switch prayer, but yeah, the major can't see you. Almost everything else is range. Like if a blob saw you praying mage, he's going to shoot a range ball. Ranger just shoots range regardless, so do the bats. So, yeah. Right, so he is attacking on 1, so I can lazy flick on 4. Again, we're using our visual metronome plugin. And the big technique we're going to learn in these late waves is how do we deal with a ranger and a major when they're stacked up. Alright. And we are not going to be using the standard method. So hopefully we can all learn something new. Alright, so the major sees me, I'll go down to the ranger and deal with him. Major kind of gets himself set up to be killed as soon as the ranger goes down, so let's do a little lazy flicking. Save some prayer. Alright. I'll just take down the major. It's at this point where I am not super worried to use supplies anymore. In the late waves, 50 plus, I wish I still had those 2 brews. If you watched part 1, you saw I did use a little bit of brew. It happens changing colors, but it's okay. We bring plenty of it, and it will be fine. We have a ton of brew. Alright, we're going to have to deal with that ranger. No big deal. So, what can we do? Let's take out the bat, and we'll pray against the ranger. Bat's down. Do we get that second bat? Yep, we can deal with the second bat. Now we can deal with the ranger, and we'll just do a little lazy flicking. As a matter of fact, instead of lazy flicking him, let's get that SGS off. I keep forgetting about it. We have it for a reason, right, boys? There we go. Some decent hits. And now we'll just finish him up. Blowpipe. Alright. Tank gear on. Right, we're in those late 50 waves. Put that tank gear on. Oops. Misclick. Tanking a little bit, it's okay. I think that got the nibblers. Look, nothing happened. Took a little bit of damage. We took that 29. Now we can deal with the blob. And we're going to get a chance to look at how to deal with that nasty stack that we going on, that two-way stack. Kill the blob, barrage the pile, get some healing off of it. Alright. Can even barrage the second one. Okay. Cool. So, this is an opportunity where we're going to see how do we deal with this major ranger stack. And at this point, this is where one-tick alternating comes in handy. This is the opportunity where a lot of guides would suggest do the one-tick alternating or, you know, off-tick them. And we will be off-ticking them, but in a flinch way. And it's going to make things, in my opinion, a lot easier and a lot safer. So here's what we're going to do. Here's how we're going to deal with this kind of stack, right? We are going to stand in the middle tile of the pillar. We must engage from the middle tile of the pillar. This has to happen. So we're standing in the middle tile of the pillar, and we're going to attack the one in the back. That's what we're going to do. It doesn't matter which one it is. We're going to attack the one in the back, and we're going to pray against the one in the back. And as soon as our character, we have a couple visual cues we can look for. We can look for the XP drop, but we don't always get one. Or we can look for when our character comes to a complete standstill and shoots his arrow. So when he comes to a complete standstill, we switch our prayer, and then we run back. So let's see it in practice. We'll start with mage, and we're going to switch to range as soon as we come to a standstill. Here we go. Ready? Switch. Back. And this is how we're going to deal with it. Switch. Back. Alright, and now we got a nasty blob. But I think... Oh, that sucks. What just happened? Come on, move. Oh, really? You're going to do this? So lame. Okay, I guess we'll just deal with the ranger up front. We'll do the same kind of thing, right? So this is going to be our two-hit thing. Or actually, because... Oh, man, this really sucks. Because it's on this side, we can only do one hit. So, hit him, back. All right, and that moved the major. So now we can just go back to flinching. So here we go. One hit. Flick the blob. Right, and we'll turn our run off so we're not wasting it. Flick the blob. All right. So we learned this in the last video. This is the flinching technique. Instead of doing two-tick blob flicks, this is the alternative method. This is the easier alternative method to two-tick blob flicking. Right? It's a little bit slower. We can attack every 6 ticks if we get it on pace with the blob's attacks. And a T-bow would normally be 5 ticks, so it is a little bit slower by 1 tick. Not a big deal. It's a lot easier. Or I guess that's debatable, because two-tick blob flicking isn't horrible, but we can do this method if the two-tick blob flick seemed intimidating. This is a great alternative to that strategy. Alright, and the major's down. So we're going to do the exact same thing for the ranger, but we can actually use a blowpipe and 2 hits. So ready? 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. Right? So we learned these techniques on how to deal with rangers and majors and blobs all at the same time in the last video. And he's down. And now, let's see. I will SGS this guy. Get some health back. Oh, not bad. Not bad. SGS this guy too? Okay. And we'll barrage the pile and get all of our health back, actually. So here comes the pile. Perfect. Put that tank gear on. Here we go. Mage Prey on. Full barrage. Let's switch our prayer. We're just going to take this guy down as fast as possible. He's the only one hitting us right now. Good. Barrage that clump. Heal through some of this. All this jargon. Alright. And the blob is down. Once the blob is down, it's pretty free. Nothing's happening. We're going to deal with this major. So here we go. I'll switch my prayer when convenient after he attacks. There we go. And we're dealing with the major now. The wave is solved. Right? So you never know what you're going to get with these Inferno waves. When you compare it to the Colosseum, you get a lot more opportunities for really nasty wave spawns. But take it calm. Be chill about it. Right? If you see the major is safe spotted, you're safe to switch to your prey range. It's okay. And your top priority, if the major is safe spotted and you're preying range at that point, your top priority should be taking care of the blobs. Or maybe the nibblers, but the blobs are just devastating. The blobs are your worst enemy in the Inferno. Let's get that prayer off. We can do a SGS. Alright, and now we can just take him down like normal. Right, we can do a little lazy flicking, save some prayer. Alright, here's our bat safe spot, right? Let's even barrage this guy, get some of that health back. We have lost a little health. Alright, not bad. Okay. Tank gear on and pray mage. Here we go. Let's kill that blob. Oh, we got a lot of stuff on us, but if we just pray range, it's not that bad. Let's kill those nibblers. They're doing damage to our pillar. Kill the blobs. Right, see if we can line up that meleeer for a triple. There we go, very nice. We don't have any meleeers to deal with, right? Both of these titans are safe spotted. So we're actually in a very safe situation. The worst thing that happened to us is that our run energy got drained. Not that big of a deal. Right, we'll get it back killing both of these guys. Let's see, we'll take the major out first, because he resurrects his buddies. Oh, yep, speak of the devil, right? There it is. And I'm not worried about my prayer anymore. This is the point in the run where I'm happy to use my supplies. I don't have many waves left. I got like maybe what, 10, 11, maybe 12 normal waves. I think 10 or 11 normal waves. And then, yeah, then we just get to kill the final bosses. I don't want to be risky with the majors. I'm willing to lazy flick rangers, but I don't want to be taking another 68 from a major like we saw in the last video. All right. We'll just deal with that blob. We can probably barrage the pile once it pops out. So for now, we'll just kill the blob. Here we go. And we'll barrage this little clump. Get all of our health back. Boom, 99 health. Perfect. Alright. Mage gear on. Tank gear on. Get ready. Ooh, nasty, nasty setup. Let's heal a little bit. And we're going to get ready to take off when we pray mage again. We're going to the south pillar. Get rid of those nibblers as we go. Can we just kill them? There we go. And when we make it to the south pillar, we'll get a much nicer setup to deal with. Alright, it doesn't look that nice, does it? Wow, nasty old 4-stack. But we can deal with this. This is fine. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put our range gear on, and we're going to hit the one in the back. The one in the... Oh, remember, we're going to stand in our middle tile of the pillar. We're in our middle tile of the pillar. And what we're going to do is we're going to kill the one in the back. The one in the back, out of the 2 titans, right? Out of the major ranger combo. We're going to hit the one in the back. That's the major. And as soon as we come to a standstill, as soon as our character comes to a standstill, we're going to swap to pray range. Okay, so we'll start with pray mage. Here we go. Switch. Oops, maybe I took it off early. I did take it off early. Because of the blobs, right? So here we go, and switch. Leave it on for the blobs. There we go. Nothing will hit us. Switch. Right, and we'll just continue on like this. So we're just going to switch our prayer once we come to a complete standstill. And this is how we deal with a major ranger stack. This would require, through any other method, 1-tick alternating. This is how we would be dealing with this, this kind of wave setup in any other scenario. But we can do this. It's much easier. Look at that. The major is down. The only damage that we took during that was one time I turned my prayer off a little early for the blobs. Don't turn your prayer off early, right? But at this point, we can just take out the ranger. We're going to do 2 hits and back, right? 2 hits and back. 1, 2, back, and switch for the blobs, right? 1, 2, back. Here we go. Not bad. Nothing can hit us. So again, this is a scenario where I think we would be doing, I think probably 2-tick blob flicking for this. But there we go. Didn't even have to worry about it. We can just use our little flinching technique. Let's get some of our stats back with SGS. That's why we brought it. Right, get that prayer topped off, if possible. Alright, 78, it's okay. And we'll deal with the blobs. Be nice if we could get this guy down and barrage a nice big clump. There we go. He can't see us, that's okay. Just barrage him. Alright. Big nasty stack. I guess we'll pray against range. I don't know. Just kind of thin the herd a little bit. Alright, we'll pray range again. Very nice. Take him down. Get set back up. So that was a really nasty wave. Alright, not bad. Let's see what we can do with this. Maybe, I don't think there's much we can do. This sucks. So we're just going to run south. Just going to run south. Oh. Guess my run energy's gone. That sucks. Oh well. But because we're wearing tank gear, right? We just tanked everything. We literally just tanked everything. Nothing hit us. And the wave is solved. Look at that. Here comes the meleeer. Oh, maybe not. Crap, that sucks. We'll just go north. No big deal. Heal if I need to. Getting ready to heal. And we're fine. We're just fine. The tank armor does its job. This is why we bring tank armor instead of mage armor. It makes some of these waves just trivial. We're ready to heal if we need to, right? We're hovering over yellow. We were walking there. We didn't even have run energy. That was like a horrible scenario where if we were in mage gear and doing this strategy, we would have been totally screwed. Honestly, if we didn't have our tank gear on, we probably would have taken a lot more damage. But because we had our tank gear on, we're able to make some of these scenarios just brainless. Really easy, really simple. And that's why I like this strategy, especially for learners. Alright, so we're just doing a little bit of flinching. Saves a little prayer. I don't want to deal with my metronome, but I could, right? So he is attacking, what's he attacking on, right? He's attacking on 1, I can flick on 4. Here we go, lazy flick. Lazy flick on 4. So there's all kinds of techniques that we can solve these guys. Some are more efficient, some are easier, some are safer, right? I guess easier is a relative term. But in my opinion, some of them are definitely safer. Alright, there's our meleeer, so we'll take him down. We have an SGS spec we can use. Let's take him down with that. There we go. Perfect. We'll get right back to our major. He is attacking on 2, so we can flick on 1. There we go. Alright. Take down our ranger. Looks like we finally got a little run energy. That's nice. Yeah, I didn't realize that we were so low for a second there. Yeah, that was kind of worrisome. Rotating pillars with no run energy, but we're fine now. We're all good. Let's save some restore, because in case we do end up brewing. And you know what we're going to do from now on, because things are getting sketchy? We're going to throw augury on as well. Gives us defense bonus. As well as, you know, we'll hit our nibblers better, but it also gives us defense bonus. Look at that. Free wave. Free wave. Now, what do you think we're going to do? How are we going to solve this? What do you guys think we're going to do? It's easy. We're going to wait for the meleeer to dig. What a clown. He's going to just come to us. That's how we're going to deal with this wave, so we don't need to be in a rush. Here he comes, and wow, now look at what happens. Look, that stack gets nice and solved. We can deal with just the major when this is done. Right? So there's no need to rush it. When you're in a safe spot like that, just chill. Chill and look and see, you know, how can I solve this? If there's a meleeer and nothing else is hitting you, if you're at risk of nothing, wait for the meleeer to come to you. What's the harm? Alright, and now we can just deal with the major. One at a time. Not going to SGS him because I'm worried about the ranger hitting me. But as soon as this guy's down, I'll use a little SGS spec. Get my health back, get my prayer up. We're in a really good position. Look at this. We're approaching wave 59. We're almost done, guys. Our supplies are looking great. We have so many supplies. Alright, perfect. Look at that. Now we just got some rangers to deal with. So this is a good opportunity. Let's SGS spec. Spec the bat. Spec the bat again. Perfect. Perfect. Got nice big stats. Our prayer is fine. We're not at risk of our prayer running out. Let's lazy flip this guy. Just save a little more. Why not? If it's free, it's free. I love the Ranger's visuals. You just turn your prayer on when he does a full stand-up. So here we go. Tank gear on. Pray mage on. Augury on. Oh, and nothing can even see us. That major can't even see us. So we'll just pray range. And let's kill as many things as we can, because we do know that that meleeer is going to be coming in hot. Let's turn this off. Let's kill the meleeer. Hopefully we can kill him before he digs. I'm willing to waste a little prayer for this. get over here and see if we can just walk him. Boom. Never even got to hit us. Nothing hit us. So, right, we took it slow and steady. We chilled out. We killed everything that we could. Everything was pretty safe spotted. And now we can just kill the major. Here we go. Get over to the major. And the wave is solved. Right, so one of the big things about the Inferno, don't rush. Don't just engage the wave and take off running somewhere. Don't do that. If I had frozen those nibblers right there and went straight to my save spot, oh man, well, I guess I could have been attacking the major, but then that meleeer would have been coming in hot. So what I did was I killed as many range NPCs as I possibly could. And I even tried to kill the meleeer. And we know that after he digs, he doesn't attack us right away. So even if he dug, I had time to just run away a little bit and kind of blowpipe walk him, right? Which is what we did. But go back and rewatch that wave. That was actually a really good engage. That was a really good engage. And a lot can be learned from that wave. Go back and watch wave 59. A lot can be learned from how that wave was tackled. Anyway, let's do some SGS. Alright, I got another one. Let's get it off. There we go. I'm gonna get our prayer up. We did waste a little bit of prayer on that wave, but, you know what, who cares? We got, what is this, 7 restores? We're fine. Literally fine. Alright. And what do we got? Everything's range. Let's just kill the main ranger. Alright, can lazy flick. I turn it on when he stands all the way up. And as soon as he dies, we'll run back to our bat safe spot. There we go. Run on back. And, yeah, it's free. Look, they can't even hit me. So I think, I don't want to be 25 prayer. Why not? Drink a dose. Got plenty. We're going into wave 60, boys. Tank gear on. Mage and augury on. Oh my gosh, free solve. Look at this. All we gotta do is kill this guy as fast as possible. Hopefully before the, meleeer digs. Alright, range praise on. Can I barrage these things? Let's try to get some health. Now, meleeer's coming in. Watch how we do this, right? Put our mage prey on, and boom, everything is safe spotted again. Let's just kill the meleeer, because I don't want him to dig again. Oh, wow, he just does not want to die, huh? There we go. Now we can just deal with the major. So that little flicking technique I was doing right there... Oh, that sucks. We'll just come down here and... Oh, took a hit. No big deal. Yeah, that little flicking technique I was doing with rigor, you don't have to do that. I just wanted to save some prayer. You don't have to do that. You know, that's a blowpipe rigor flick, a two-tick rigor flick. It just saves a little prayer. You don't have to do that. I probably shouldn't have even done that. I'm sorry. But, yeah, you don't have to do that. You could have just camped rigor. You could have just turned it on. But anyway, let's kill these guys. Walk out. We'll do our little flinching, right? Just gonna kill that major. So this was another interesting engage. You can get any kind of wave solves in the Inferno. In my opinion, the waves of the Inferno are a lot more random and volatile than the waves of the Colosseum. So don't let it intimidate you. Once you get the waves solved, there's a lot of nice techniques that we can use to simplify things. So what do we want to do here? Let's SGS this bad boy. Alright, good. And let's even blood barrage a little bit. Let's see, he attacks on 2. Okay, never mind. Let's go. What do we got? Okay, more blob flicking, or flinching, I should say, right? So, 1, 2, back. There we go. 1, 2, back. Alright, and that's our little flinch technique, right? We learned how to do this in the last video. We're going to be doing it even more here. It doesn't disappear. It's the easy method. Little bit slower, a ton safer. Ton safer. Alright. We'll SGS this guy. We're back to full health. Very nice. And, yeah, let's take him down. We're approaching some of the hardest waves of the Inferno. What are we on? We're on wave 60 right now. If we can beat these next couple waves, these next 2 or 3 waves, we are in the clear, boys. We're in the clear. And we have so many supplies. It's not like we're even, we're not at risk of anything right now, guys. Alright, mage gear on, tank gear on, pray with augury. Let's see what happens. Very sketchy. Very sketchy. We're going south. And we're chugging brew. Things are getting bad. Alright. But look at that. We come south and there's nothing left to worry about. Everything is fine. We got that meleeer coming in hot, so we're going to have to wait for him. So let's get rid of this clump while we can. Right? We spent so much time chasing nibblers early that we can let that pillar take a little damage. We're okay. We're in the latest of waves. And we're going to be rotating back down anyway, so let's see what happens. So here we go. Tank gear on. Shield on. And we are going to take off running. And we're going to kill that nibbler as we drive by. Here we go. Let's do it. Going to get back to our pillar. Take out that nibbler as we drive by. And we're safe. Really should take out that nibbler. We can go back down here, right? We've talked about this in the last video. We got a nibbler on our pillar. This is a spot that we can always hit him from. Perfect. We didn't even get dragged out. Now let's think. Wow, what do we got to work with? So see, running south did us a world of wonder. And then when we were able to come back north, nothing happened. What did we do? We drank 2 sips of brew, guys. We drank a couple sips of brew. I think only 2. Maybe we drank 3. I don't know. We drank a couple sips of brew and a restore. We're fine. We're fine. And the wave is solved. This is one of the hardest waves. Wave 61. Right? So let's finish this up. Pray against the one in the back. 2 hits and back. Right? 2 hits and back. Now we get to kill his little baddie. Who cares about him? Alright. Let's well yeah, let's just kill the little guys. Who cares? They're fine. Got a meleeer. It's actually fine for us. We're gonna SGS him. Alright, look, and these are perfect. We don't even need to deal with a stack. We don't even need to deal with a stack. We can just deal with the meleeer when he comes to us. It's not a big deal. These are 2 free SGS specs. Hopefully we can hit big. Yeah, we're just going to wait for him. I guess I probably could have been hitting the ranger. I don't really care. It's fine. No need to rush. I don't know if the major can hit me or not. If you don't know, don't chance it. Just go slow and steady. Alright, summons the bat. The bat can't do anything. Top my prayer off a little bit. 68 prayer, we're fine. We're golden. We're going into the final waves. Let's get that run back on. Never know what can happen. Don't want to forget it for the next wave, right? I just killed that bat. He's annoying me. There we go. Let me, oh, I can't SGS. Why did I do that? Well, whatever. Do a little flinching. Save some prayer. If you feel like you're good on prayer, you can always flick your rigor, right? Here we go. Flick a rigor. Kills him right away. So yeah, there's no problem with flicking Rigor. Got an SGS. Let's just use that really quick. Get a little prayer back. Right? The whole point of the SGS, we're not using it for health. We can always get our health back. We're fine with health. The point of the SGS, 90% of the time, is to get our prayer back up. Here we go. Pray Mage, Augury on. I don't know. What do we want to do? Let's bring this guy up here. Let's bring the meleeer up here. Can I hit that? Yeah, and we'll just sit down here for a minute. Let's see. Are we safe? We're not safe. That meleeer's coming in hot. So I'm gonna drink a little bit of brew, get myself topped off, and we're getting ready to go south. If we go south, the wave will be solved. Here we go. Tank gear is on. We're tanking everything. Completely fine. Now we just gotta kill the blob. All we gotta do is kill the blob before the meleeer digs. And the wave is done. Here he is. We'll pray against the meleeer. You can even SGS spec him. We got one more hard wave after this. Wish we had a little more brew. Would have been nice to have one more brew. Maybe I brought a little more restore. Or maybe I brought a little too much restore, but it is what it is. We actually have more than enough brew to be finishing up these last couple waves. This brew will mostly be used for either triple Jads or Zuck. And ideally we shouldn't really be using anything at triple Jads. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Let's deal with our bat save spot. We'll just pray Mage and kill the bats one at a time. Alright, summons his buddy. Just kill these one at a time. Oh, that sucks. Lame. I will just blowpipe spec this guy and miss apparently. Alright. Now what do we do here, right? We've seen it before. We've seen it before. We stand in the very middle of our pillar, right? We're standing in the middle of the pillar, and we're going to hit the one in the back. So here we go. Switch. 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 Right? So I switch my prayer as soon as my character comes to a standstill. Once I see my avatar come to a complete standstill on the tile that he's dragged to, is when I switch my prayer. And the alternative to this is one tick alternating or just purely just simple off ticking. But if we don't want to do that, we can just do the little flinch technique. There's nothing wrong with that. Oops, took a melee. He like barely ever hits with his melee. Can I spec him? Let me spec him really quick. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Let me actually blood barrage up. I got more than enough restore potions. Can I kill him? No? Well, we can just kill him now. Alright, this is the final, this is the hardest wave of the Inferno. What we are entering right now is the hardest wave. Normal wave, I should say. So here we go. Pray. Augury. And we're just going to nuke down this, we're just going to nuke this guy really quick. Barrage the pile. Get rid of this meleeer. Can we just get rid of everything, please? Before the meleeer digs. So that meleeer's coming in hot. Getting ready for him to dig. And we're running south. Here we go. Tank gear on, I mean. Tank gear on. We're running south. Oh, hit him. What are you doing? Oh, we gotta kill him. Can't let that guy live. No. Alright. Oh my gosh, he's still alive? Are you serious? There we go. Alright, we'll just wait for the meleeer to dig. This is fine. Health's a little low. Didn't really get chanced. That was not being chanced. We were fine on our health. Our health was not in jeopardy. And we'll just we'll blood barrage off this guy. Get all of our health back. There's no more risk. And the hardest wave of the entire Inferno, other than triple Jads and Zuck, has been solved. See all those zeros we take? That's because of our tank gear. If we take Justy, they'll do even less. If you take Justy and an Ellie, oh my gosh, they do even less. Right? And we're only wearing bandos. Chances are, like, a lot of you guys have better gear than this bandos. This is doable, guys. The monsters don't have to hit a ton. They do not have to hit a ton. T-bow, highly recommended. I do recommend the T-bow. Definitely. Alright. Look at that. We'll even blood barrage up this guy. Get a lot of our health back. We'll have full health by the end of this wave. So what are we seeing next? We got a major ranger double melee. And then we got a major double ranger. And we're basically done. We're in the home stretch, guys. Uh-oh. Remember, never attack him when he spawns on top of you, and he will always spawn on top of you. He will always spawn on top of you. Never click him right away. You're asking to get dragged out into no man's land where you're not praying against anything, right? That major can slap you so hard, it's just ridiculous. So never click on the meleeer when he digs directly underneath you. Anyway, we'll kill this guy. He's almost down. Flick some prayer. Kill him quicker. Hopefully he doesn't spawn another buddy. I don't want to deal with that other blob. Alright, there we go. That was some really bad flicking, but oh well. And now we'll just deal with the blob, right? So we know how to deal with this. 2 hits. 1, 2, back. 1, 2, back. Right, easy. And now we can just barrage the little clump. Now all of our health is back. Look at that. Look at that. We can lazy flick this guy, save some prayer. Got plenty of it. We're gonna go back down to our engage tile when we kill that little bloblet. We're fine. None of our pillars even died. Probably gonna make it all the way through the Inferno run without losing a single pillar. Alright. Tank gear on. Yeah, let's just, let's go south. Deal with the major. Hopefully we can kill him before everything digs. So yeah, when you're fighting the clock against the digs, it's nice to use offensive prayers. Because we know those meleeers are going to be coming in hot, and they're both going to be coming in. Hopefully we can kill him really quick. Please? Alright. Kinda chanced it. That's okay. I was being risky there. You don't need to be risky like that. You could have rotated pillars again. Right? But I don't want to deal with fancy off-ticking. I don't want to deal with it. Chances of both these guys wombo comboing me it could have happened. That might have been a chance. I had 85 health. We were pretty safe. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. We could have just ran south and maybe tanked a hit or two from the Ranger. That was definitely a viable option. We could have just kept praying. As soon as those guys dug, right? We could have just kept praying mage, ran south. We would have tanked a hit or two from the Ranger. We could have put our melee gear on, could have put our shield on. We would have been just fine. Just fine. We chanced to hit, but we had 85 something health. We had a lot of health, so. Heal off this guy really quick. Let me actually SGS him. Oops. Yeah, he hits me with the melee. His melee, like, barely ever hits. And now, what do we got? We got Major Double Ranger. We're approaching the very end. If we can kill this wave, we get to see Jads. So we'll throw out our tank gear on. This is going to be the last time using the tank gear. And I think the wave is solved. Yeah, we don't care about that back pillar anymore. We don't care about it anymore. We're on the final waves. We're on, like, the next wave is completely free. Actually, what do we want to do here? This isn't a very good setup. This is not a very good setup here. Hold on. Okay. We're just going to run south. Tank gear on. And it'll drag this guy to a safe spot. So we'll be ready to drink if necessary. Just drink anyway, just to be safe. There we go. Now we get the Ranger. Oh, now I don't want this pillar to fall. That sucks. But it won't. Done a very good job protecting them this whole time. And we're just going to go kill that Nibbler is what we're going to do. We're going to put our tank gear on. And we'll slap him with the SGS. Kill that Nibbler. I don't want to deal with losing my pillar. Easy. Okay. So this is basically the final mob. Well, we got the double majors, but they're free. So what do? We hit the one in the back. So we pray against the Ranger. We pray against the Ranger and we hit the Ranger because he's in the back. And then as soon as we come to a standstill, we'll switch our prayer. Here we go. It's the same exact strategy. It doesn't matter what's in the front and what's in the back. It doesn't matter. We use the same strategy in either case. Alright, so we switch our prey as soon as we come to a standstill. We've done this many times now. This is the strategy. This is the simple strategy to deal with the double stacked Major Ranger combo. And here we go. Oh no. Oh no. What a jerk. What a jerk. Oh well. Kill the Ranger again, no big deal. I think I will SGS the Major. Squeeze the last bit of juice out of my SGS for this run. There we go, not bad. Now we just killed the Major. Can't believe he did that, what a jerk. Alright, get some of our prayer up. We have very, very strong... Oh, what? Again? Kidding me. Forgot that there were two. Literally forgot that there were two. Wow. What a trickster, dude. I can't believe it. Oh well, Scuff gets stuff. So, okay, kill the Ranger and we're done. Yeah, I can't believe he did that. Very lame. Alright. Pray Mage, we're done. We're seeing Jads. We're seeing Jad. We'll see triple Jad. We're done. So a lot of people talk about killing these two at the exact same time. You don't have to. If you don't want to time it correctly, you know, you can just kill one, kill the other. We got tons of supplies, really doesn't matter. And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to kill one and then the other. And then we'll kill Jad. And I'd like to show one technique for Jad. There is one thing that I do want to talk about with regards to Jad, and that's how we deal with the healers. That's how we deal with his healers when we have multiple of them on us at the same time. Hey, respawned his buddy. Let's milk a little SGS. Just to keep that prayer up. Oh well. Kill that one in the back. He can't respawn him again. Can use some offensive prayer. I have literally tons of super restore going into this. There we go. So, do not be standing next to a pillar when this final major dies. The pillars will despawn, and they will hit you like a 50 or something if you're standing right next to them. So it's time to get set up for Jad. And here he comes. And we all know how to kill Jad. We've all killed Jad 100 times. That's not our concern. But what I want to talk about is how we move for... here, let me talk. How do we move for the healers? So I'm not going to bother praying offensively against a single Jad. We'll just kill him like normal. I did top myself off. I did drink my range potion, my Bastion potion. This is the wave where we finally start drinking offensive potions. It's time to finish this up. And I am going to be logging out after this. So here, we are tagging all the healers. Praying. Tagging all the healers. And because I have multiple healers on me, I'm going to walk one step south. Right? Here we go. I'm going to walk a step south. And I'm going to walk a step south again. And that stacks them all up. Now I only have one healer on me, a single healer, and I'm not taking all this chip damage from the healers. Right? And we can just focus on Jad at this point. Nothing to do but prayer flick Jad. Easy peasy. We've all done this a bunch of times before. This is it, guys. We're going to see triples, and we're going to see Zuck. And that's for the next video. And we'll be jumping right into the next video exactly where we left off. So, I hope you learned a lot from this one. I hope you enjoyed the little flinching techniques. They really simplify how these waves can be solved. I hope you enjoyed the South Pillar technique. And, oh my gosh, I hope that you guys jump in and give this a try to yourself. I answer all the questions in the comments, or as many as possible. I really like answering your guys' questions and helping and watching you guys succeed. So, good luck. We're going to kill this Jad, and we're going to go into the next one and kill triple Jads and Zuck, and it's going to be a blast.